Well, winter's finally over, springtime, it's warm, rivers are flowing, fish are running. I'm in Ashtabula County, Ohio this week, and Steelhead is our quarry. This is my very favorite time of year. Steelhead are what I actually started fishing for many years ago. I'm Bill Spicer, and this is The New Fly Fisher.
The new.
The spring is my very favorite time of year. You may ask why. This is the very best time of year to fish for migratory Great Lakes steelhead. I've traveled down to Ashtabula County in Ohio to the home waters of steelhead guru Jeff Blood. The town of Ashtabula is picturesque and is known for its friendly people, quaint shops, and terrific bed and breakfasts. There are numerous rivers to fish in the area, but we're going to concentrate on two migratory steelhead waters, the Ashtabula and Conneaut Creek. Migratory rainbow trout, called steelhead, are highly prized trophies. They're beautiful and become leaping titans when hooked. For many anglers, steelhead fly fishing is the ultimate challenge. Okay, Jeff, this is pretty non-descriptive. Tell me exactly where you want me to place my fly.
Well, Bill, as you can see, there's a ledge cutting across the river right there.
Yeah, I can see that quite clearly, yeah.
Quite clearly. There's a stone back there. They're going to be right through that dark water in that slot right there. And over in that rougher water, they'll be in there, and then in the back. Now, you may want to throw a few casts up high up here. What I find is the chrome fish will often punch up into that. They like, I don't know, a little more oxygen or a little more movement. And you can't see them in that water. Since you're the guest, why don't you...
Sure. Ooh, that was hit. Somehow, I don't know about you, Jeff, you get a good feeling, you know it's going to happen?
Yeah. That happened right there.
Right there, yeah. Good man.
Whoa. So the name Ashtabula means river of many fish. Many rainbow steelhead trout.
Fish on.
There you go.
Double header.
Got a double.
Gotta love it. Right here at the Narrows. I got a decent fish too. Yeah, all right. It's bugle trout. But it made life exciting for a little bit. Jeff has got the steelhead and I got the bugle trout.
Nice fish.
When visiting Ashtabula County, it need not be expensive. I've booked myself a very nice and comfortable room at Geneva on the Lake. The lodge has breathtaking views of its location on the southern shore of Lake Erie near Geneva State Park in the heart of Ohio wine country. Geneva on the Lake is set in northeastern Ohio's most attractive countryside and is a natural for romantic escapes, family fun, meetings, lakefront weddings, celebrations, and much, much more.
Oh, fish, fish.
Good man.
I'm gonna bring this over here and see if Bill can land it for me. Now what I was doing out there was actually high sticking. Even though I have my indicator on there, Bill, I put a lot of weight on it.
Yeah, I noticed you lifted your indicator right off.
Yeah, and it's really, really fast right there, Bill. So you have to get it down really quick.
Right.
Here, I'll bring him to you here in a second. Let me get his head up. There we go.
Give me your rod there, Jeff.
Okay,
Show the audience your fish there.
I'll get the fish out of the net, get the fly out of it. Get him up here. This fish is, looks like he's spawned out already.
Yeah.
But you know, this fishery, when you look at it, it's, I'll just put him back in there and get my fly out of the road.
Okay.
This fishery is, you know, an easy drive for a lot of people.
Our vehicles are right over there.
We're about 40 yards from our vehicles, and look at this. We have the whole stream to ourselves. And
lots of fish.
Lots and lots of fish. And this is on the small side, actually. It's a decent fish, but you know, they come about 2.5 times bigger than that.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, we had a couple of big ones on there. We weren't lucky enough to get them yesterday.
Yeah, let me get him back into the water and release him. And you know, each pool's got its own temperament.
Right.
You got a tail out, a little softer water. Right over there is a real deep cut with fast water.
Yeah, that's really heavy water.
It's really heavy. And it doesn't leave you a lot of options on how to fish it. You got to put a lot of weight on and get down, or you're not going to catch any fish.
Right.
So if you notice what I did, I have the same rig that we rigged up with a 10-foot leader, but I have an awful lot of splits out on there.
Yeah, and compared to me, I've got three little splits there, and you've added 2 big ones on there.
2 great big ones, and I just keep adding more and more. And then I actually try to, there's a lot of obstacles in the way, but I try to pick a spot and throw it right into the water so that, you know, more than a tuck. I'm
you're
driving
it in. What you're doing is you're getting the flies down quickly, and you're really keeping it short to yourself.
And then what I'm doing is actually high sticking. A lot of people say that, you know, high sticking is a straight line down, normally with no indicator on your line. And a lot of people say, well, you can't fish high stick with an indicator, and I say, why not? I just proved you can.
Yeah, I've been watching you.
And so you just hold the indicator off, and what I'm really doing is feeling it touch the bottom. So what you want to try to do is fire it up off from the shelf and lift the line up off right down to your indicator so that this water down here is not dragging it.
Right, okay.
And give it a shot and see what you can do there. That way, right there. Now lift up, there you go. Lift up, lift right up, there you go. There you go, there you go. Now bring it out, there's a snag there. That's.
Fish on.
Yeah.
Right there. What a technique, Jeff. What a technique, right there. This is outstanding. I felt that little bump. He grabbed it's not a real big fish, but he grabbed the white death, the zonker, the white zonker. There he is. Right? Oh man, there's a lot of fish in there. You're right.
No, this is a great spot right here.
Yeah.
It's fun. Once you master it and you figure it out, it can be a lot of fun to fish in a spot like this. Okay. You keep his head up, and when you get him tired out, I'll just reach out there and get him for you. I'll let you catch the smaller ones here, and then when you're done, I'll get in on the big one.
All right, you'll get the big one, yeah. Here he comes.
There he is.
We got him. Hold on to the fish.
Want some forceps there?
Yeah, I think we might. Oh, no, where they go.
You got him?
Got him. Yep. Not a real big fish, but it proves Jeff's theory of high sticking working. I guess it got the fly down faster and gave a more natural presentation. That is really heavy water. Now that setup that we used, I can't use that down further where it's slower. It'll just hang up on the bottom and you'll never get it up. So this is outstanding, outstanding.
Well, let's catch another one.
Yeah. All right. This technique that Jeff has showed me is out of this world. Come on, get out of there. I think I got a branch down there. I got to watch it.
Looks like you got a good one.
I think it feels good. Of course, there's a lot of current there, so got a lot of snags, so you got to really be careful and try to keep them away from it. Well, that's good fish.
Yeah, crank down on her.
I'm going to crank down on it, and I'm going to back up and
Yeah.
bring them to you.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Took the egg pattern.
Yeah.
Egg pattern, yeah. Oh, what a nice fish. What a nice fish. This is what it's all about. I love steelheading. Steelheading to me is just the best. It's what I learned. My very first fish was steelhead. The way it goes. Now, Jeff, in Ashtabula County here, we're really close to a lot of steelhead streams. We're on Conneaut right now, but there's lots more here too, isn't there?
Yes, there is. The Ashtabula River in Ashtabula County, and a little bit of the Grand River is in Ashtabula County. But you're really in close proximity to a lot of the fishing because the Ohio border, Pennsylvania border is only 20 miles. So
Yeah.
you've got Crooked Creek, Raccoon Creek, Elk Creek,
Yeah, you got
Walnut
all
Creek.
the big ones within a real short distance
And
of
if you
your
go
drive.
west, you've got all the other Ohio streams. So
Now,
it's a great
I'll tell
place
you,
to be.
what a place that we're staying in. I'm telling you, I really love it. It's really, really comfortable.
Yes,
and
it is.
good steelheading all through this area. It's really, really good. You got to come. Got to come to Ashtabula County. The flies that were used on this episode were the blood dot, the white zonker, and the bubblegum worm. Don't forget to include other colors of egg patterns, along with woolly buggers and stone flies in various colors. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Boy, that was a really aggressive hit, that one. The last fish I just got was just kind of subtle. That one was a complete bang. Boy, I would lay money that this is a fresher fish. Yes, I would lay money that it's a fresher fish. Outstanding. Outstanding. This guy's still green. He's going to jump again. I really believe that. It's always better to get yourself down with the fish and try to land them there rather than, I got a long enough net that I could have probably landed them from the rock, but that you're really taking risks and losing the fish. This is where you have to depend on a drag. Now I got it just so that the fish can run. Oh, I better try to turn him around. I got it so the fish can run, but it takes some effort to run. You don't want it tight, tight, tight. You want to have some give, like that right there. The fish pulling, I gotta let it go. If I hold on tight, I'm gonna snap that fish off. You gotta remember, I only got about 6-pound test on there. And it doesn't take much to put 6 pounds of pressure on a line. Outstanding fishing here, just outstanding. And in the fall, it's even better. This is the springtime and it's been outstanding. The fall, it's even better. He took that pink worm again, my bottom fly, which is great. You know, that the water's cleared up from yesterday. And that's probably why they've decided they like pink today. Trying to get his head around, get his head in first. There we go. The fish is actually just about too big for the net, which I like that. I like having that problem. One more look at it. Just a beauty, just a beauty. I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna hold this fish as long as it takes for it to revive. You'll feel the kick. Just hold it upstream so the water flows through its gills. And you'll start feeling the tail start to kick. Yep, right there we go. And she's gonna probably, yep. She'll move her way back out. She'll find a rock to get behind and she's gonna rest. There she goes. Awesome, awesome.
So I've been asked, what do I love about fishing? And it's a difficult question because it's such a penetrating, emotional thing for me to talk about. It's such a part of my life. And the lessons that I've learned from fishing, I carry over into other aspects of what I do and how I am and who I am. And I can't really articulate clearly other than it's deep within my soul. It's something that just gives me great pleasure. And I love to share it with other people. And I just love it, I love it, I love it.
Okay, just hooked up another fish. Outstanding. This slot is holding a lot of fish. You can't see them. I'm up high, but you can't see them. Now, which fly did it take? That's gonna be interesting. I haven't got a real good look at it yet, but it's pulling hard. Okay, now I'll get down close. Like I say, it's always better. It's always better to fight a fish lower to the water. And it took the bubble gum again. Okay, got the fish. Okay, now. Not overly big, and I'm gonna let it go. Hold on to them until they're ready to go. Away it goes. Now, it'll go down to the bottom and sulk till it gains its strength back, and then it goes right back into the run. This is just incredible. Just some of the best steelheading I've had in my life, so this is great. Fish on, yeah. Feels like a decent fish too. Wow. Boy, fighting hard. Fighting very hard. It's right there. Yep. Yep. Now I'm gonna get down in the water here. Move my way around into the protected bay here and see if I can land this fish. Make sure this fish is good and tired out. Now, that took the bubblegum worm. You see right in his jaw there. I know it's spawned because the fins are kind of beat up. It's gone through its ritual. It's feeding up now. It's called a drop back. Well, after they spawn, they feed up heavily and then head back out to the lake. So that's what this is. It's a decent 4.5. Yeah, I got 4.5. It's kind of skinny. So. And away it goes. Yeah. That was excellent. There's so many fish in the rivers around here. I recommend, if you're into steelhead like me, to visit Ashtabula County. For more information on this show and others in our series, visit us on the web at thenewflyfisher.com. From all of us here at The New Fly Fisher, thanks for joining us. Tight lines, and we'll see you next time.